Hello, dear traders. This is Alex Gerchik and the Gerchik Co Company. Before basically I go into the our today webinar, I want to tell you a little bit about myself so you'll understand and figure it out. Is it a reason to listen to this guy? Does he talk what he knows about, or he doesn't know what he's talking about, and this is total nonsense? I've been in the securities industry, anything which has to do with the stock market, from 1996. Officially, I had a license of a day trader from 1998, and for today, as of today, I still trade. I trade for 18 years. I'm sorry, it's been yes, that's exactly 18 years, and for in securities industry, I've been since 1996 for 20 years. I was in one of the top traders at the hedge fund WorldCo from 1998 to 2003. In 2003. I joined another trading firm, Whole Brothers, which basically I trade there for 7 years. I trade my capital and a firm capital, so you can figure it out. I also participate in a show, Wall Street Warriors, first episode, where I've been chosen among 2,000 one of the safest traders actually in the United States, and I participate in the 6 episodes in that particular show. I trade for a living. That's how I made my money. Made millions of dollars in stock market, and today, before basically I go into details, I'm sure you'll find that our webinars are very interesting, because we basically have every 2 weeks a little webinar about the levels and about the position that we are looking for. It's either Forex or either stock market. So basically you can figure it out and see it for yourself, how strong our levels and what exactly we do. So basically today we're going to have a webinar about the levels. I trade levels, I trade false breakouts, I trade limit players. I try to figure it out on the market, where the strong levels, where are they strong, and basically what can I do to make it happen. The most important thing about the level and why it's a beautiful part, you always know where to put your stop. You know, if you start trading and you don't begin your trading with the stop orders, you're basically, honestly, no offense, you're a loser as a trader. The trader has to do everything with the stop. Once basically your stop placed, once basically you have a price that you're going to get out, then you can start making money. So what it is, I'm going to start right now to show you. First of all, I'll do some drawing. I'll explain for you what I do. And second thing, I'm gonna show you a picture from the regular currency pair or stock, so you'll figure it out what exactly I'm talking about. Okay, so figure it out is what are we calling level? A lot of people basically use levels as the horizontals. Some of them using as the sidelines. I always use only horizontal lines. For me, the horizontal lines, the most important thing, it's the price. I only work with the price, and for me, as I said, the most important thing is the price. So that's what it is. It's our level. What do we have as a level? It's a certain price. Let's draw something. This is, let's say, $30. The price. Hold on. So the price is $30, and we figure it out. This is kind of levels, and then I'll show you some stuff so you'll see how the why are the levels are chosen. I have some proofs to show you, so you'll figure it out. The levels. This is not only just a line. This is something to explain where the levels are coming out. So we have a few different proposition when we build in the levels. Of course, the most strongest level, and you can find this in the books of technical analysis. This is not what I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you how to understand why this level is a level and why it's a strong level. For example, the most important thing, of course, and the most strongest one, it's the when the trend basically is breaking out totally to the opposite side. So what it is, this is the a level where the price changed the direction. That's the most important thing. That's the basically the strongest one, because you know you have move, the move is going on, you're going towards the level. This is, we're talking about the level which was previously there, and let's say this is a British pound, and then I'll show you something in reality, so you'll understand how basically to draw the levels. So that's the most important thing. It's what basically is a trend is breaking, and you have a counter trend. The most important thing. So this price we call a level. We draw the horizontal lines, and we know if the price is going to come here to this level, we're going to figure it out what to do. Here, basically, the most important thing, I'm going to show you some levels, how they create, what's the most important thing about them, and then we're going to see in a picture why and what is the strong level, what is the weak levels, and how the price behave. That's the most important thing. This is the level when the basically price is picking up. The second one, very important. This is the limit seller. In this case, this is the limit seller, and this is the limit buyer. So you know one thing for a fact, the price in this case cannot go down, in this case cannot go up. I mean, in the regular technical analysis, it's called support and resistance. Absolutely. But the most important thing, we are talking about the price change. So when you draw the level, the most important thing, the price has to be fixed. Because a lot of times, you know, we have a level like this, we draw something like this, we say this is the support, this is the resistance, and the price is not getting right into it, and we figure it out that we do have a support or resistance level. It's not correct all the time. The most important thing when you look at the chart, that's how the price behaves. For example, if you have false breakout, which is basically consists of two bars. You see, this is a little different. This is two bars. The first bar is open, the second one is open higher, and this is a false breakout with the two bars. The most important thing, when you see a picture like this, you know one thing for a fact. The false breakout can only be done against the levels. Only can be done. A lot of times people say, okay, this is a false breakout. If you didn't have a level, the false breakout is not going to be there. So this is basically a major thing. Another major thing I'll show you right now, how basically you creating a very strong levels. It's when you have a big bars coming out towards the level. For example, if you have something like this, and the most important thing, this one's supposed to have much bigger average through range than the regular one. Then you have a small ones, you see how the price are getting into the levels. The most important thing. What does it show you? If you have small steps towards the level, most of the time this is going to be a breakout. In this position right here, most of the time it's going to find the resistance at this level, and this is the level. Right the way it shows you, it is a level, the price is there, it's a limit seller. Usually the levels are, it's a limit sellers, which for a moment can step away, and you're going to have a breakout. So this is the most important thing, how the levels are created. Very important thing, for example, to create the level to the right side. A lot of times people take this one, I'm sorry, put in the levels here and say this is the level. That's not. The most important thing is when you see a pure limit player, which it cannot basically show the weakness. This is the most strongest one. And the third one, and very important one, not only important one, but extremely strong, is what the traders call a mirror level. I will show you right now the mirror level. It's when the support becomes the resistance. This is the one of the strongest levels right here when the price turns around, and then all of a sudden you go up right here and you go up. So these levels, the strongest one, and they call mirror levels. That's how we initiate the levels. Then after that, I'll show you some real one and show you the picture that I draw. So for now, I'm going to show you a picture so you'll understand and we see. Okay. Some of the things it says in Russia, so don't pay attention. This is just an abbreviation what the person put. Or with these errors, you can see that how the price behave. Let's start with this level. what about this level and why this level is strong. This price called low range of the reversal of the currency. In this case, it does not really matter, you know, what is that, but the most important thing, we had an uptrend, then basically we had a pullback. When the price is pulling back and somebody obviously want to take the price higher, they try to buy at certain point, and they want to make sure that they're not going to take it any lower. In this case, why this price is very important and why this level is very strong, because from this level we had a new high. If somebody, you know, took all the stock which somebody was selling it, as you can see, somebody was selling. If somebody right here at this price holding the price and it's not letting the price go down, there is a strong buyer. So the most important thing what we're trying to figure out with levels is to identify who is a strong player, buyer and a seller. If obviously somebody is holding above the levels, like it's in this case, we are saying there is a limit buyer who basically holding the price. As you can see, this is a horizontal line, it's the price. And a little bit later, as soon as we're going to see a few other moves, we're going to go error by error and see that this price really worked out. And if there was a false breakout, that was against the price. And if it was a touch, it was against the price. So the most important thing in the strongest level is the where the price is changing itself, where the limit sellers or limit buyers, and where is obviously false breakouts. As you can see on this chart, that the price basically did a new high. But the most important thing, why this has become second level, because the price stopped. The most important thing, when you trade anything, currency, stocks, future, anything, the most important thing, it's to identify the level where the price is stopping and why it's stopping. And if it's there, you'll figure out the most important thing, how to identify where basically price is stopping. When we call the price stops, we're saying that this particular currency pair does not have enough of gasoline. Just for you to understand, each pair, currency pair or stock or a future, it has a gasoline. We call it, it's like a car. It has a gasoline. As soon as you put the gasoline, the car goes. Same as the stock, it moves. If you basically don't put the gasoline at one point, you stop. So same as with the stock market or with the futures market or with the currency exchange. Does not really matter. At one point, we either lose the gasoline and we're not going more up or down, or the most important thing, we're meeting the counterparty. So the one, that's the one who basically wants to sell where everybody wants to buy. The most important thing when you trade, you don't have to try to figure it out who did it and why they did it. The most important thing to figure out one thing. There is a seller or there is a buyer, and what should I do, how I use them. If we're going to go back to this picture, this drone, that you'll see that you have right here a big limit seller, as you can see. You see? That's right here. You have a big limit seller. So what it is, the gasoline right here, it's over. And the most important thing, why this level is very strong, because it's also had an increasing by having a false breakout. As you can see, this is the level, this is the limit seller right here, and there's a lot of buyers who wants to buy. At one point, the buyers don't have enough energy and they drying out, and the gasoline is over. So the most important thing, they do not have enough gasoline. So at one point they stop, they try to buy, they see the price is not getting any longer up, and that's it. You have a false breakout, which shows you, okay, guys, I got enough what I need, now I take it down. And as you can see, it was the first stop right here. It shows that this level is correct. So this level is stay cool. Then we have right below the level. Once we go below the level, we start to have a little downtrend. Just for you to understand, in every market you trade, you have two different kind of trends. You have a local trend and you have a global trend. I most of the time don't even look for the global trends. I use local trends. For me, the local trends, this is the levels. The more levels I draw, the more basically levels I have. For example, if price stays above the level, we're saying that this is the local uptrend. If the price goes below, right here below the level, we're calling this as a downside, downtrend. And obviously, as you can see, you can say right here that somebody is buying. absolutely right. But as you can see, they cannot go higher. It means it's no impulse. Then you have to figure out the most important thing, where the price will hold. If the price is going to hold above the level, we're going to have a chance like here. As you can see, price stay above the level, price stay above the level, and we go higher, we make our money. In this case, after the move, all of these guys who's losing the position, they are not buying. So when you don't have an impulse after you break the level, you got to make sure you're going to work in a different way. The price probably going to drop for one simple reason. Nobody is buying it. As you can see in the chart, you can identify in the chart that somebody is buying or somebody is selling. So as you can see in this chart, somebody is trying basically to buy, but it does not go up. You see right here, somebody bought it and price goes up right away. You see somebody else bought it here, price goes up right away. You see somebody's bought it here, price goes up right away. But in this case, you had a breakout if you wouldn't see everything else, and the price is not going higher, which shows you that basically it's going to be collapsed. And then you have a signal. Then it's switch. The power between buyer and seller switch towards the seller because the all prices are closing below the level. And as you can see, you are having a very large move. Then you can see, so basically you draw the line correctly because against that price, you had a lot of moves. You had a very strong move right here. As you can see, this is the limit buyer because he stays, I want to show you. You see, he stays right above the level. You had a false breakout again. Just for you to remember, pretty much all the moves, they begin and they end with a false breakout. So basically, you had a false breakout. You see the price touched again your level, your price, and it went up. Then again, as you can see, it drove down, went down, but every time you see, in this case, the price closes, it's above the level, which shows you a very strong signal that in this case, the buyer are stronger than the seller, and you have a very, very nice move. Another one, take a look. This is not a hypothetical pictures, you understand? This is the picture of levels, and I'll show you some, so you'll figure it out, the power of it. Very strong level again, take a look. Very strong level again. As you can see, we touched the level, you see? The price has corrected itself, and we had a move. Then basically, as you can see, we had a very large breakdown, but as soon as we basically get in here above the level, as you can see, we touched the price again, and we went up. Then basically, we move to a different part. As I showed you before in the picture, you see, that's where the level came from. This was the limit seller right here. It was a lot of buyers who wants to buy on the breakout. I'm sure you do the same. And it was a very big seller, which does not let the currency go higher. Take a look at this. Big bar, as I read it, as I showed to you before, shows the limit price. It touched the price. It didn't go. As you can see, it touched exactly the price. So you know the level is correct. And then obviously you start to work with the levels. You see, many times this level is breaking up and down, which is fine perfectly. Your job is to identify when the winner is going to begin, and that's what it is. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4. They all stay above the level. They show you nobody's selling it anymore, and this is time to buy. And as you can see, if you bought it, you made a lot of money. This is the picture number 1. We're going to go right now to some pictures. I will show you some different pictures so you'll understand. This is no bullshit. It's all correct and it's all works. Okay, take a look. That's what we have. We had a huge downtrend, It went down almost 20%. Basically, then it's a first stop. As you know, usually when the first stop, if somebody stopped the big trend, basically somebody is strong there. Take a look what's going on later on. Price stayed below the level, which is basically a confirmation for us that this is basically a very strong level. And as you can see, this is a mirror level. The price stopped and then it's consolidating below the support level, below the resistance, I'm sorry. Then we have a false breakout, which is also confirmed that there is a seller. And as you can see, we touched the price again, like pretty much in the previous picture, and we went all the way down. Here is the first stop, obviously, so we do have another level, but take a look here. Exactly 1 for 1. If you want to believe it or you don't believe it, this is your judgment. But I'm showing to you a fact, a real fact, how the price is getting affected. And what's the most important thing about the level. So we have one confirmation, we have confirmation number 2, we have confirmation number 3, and we have right here the confirmation. That's what it is. So you see what's going on, then the price goes up. It's okay. We you know, some levels obviously I've been broken, and it's perfectly fine. But the most important thing right here, as you can see, we have a stop right before the level. We have very strong level, and right from that level, from this resistance level, we're going down. So we see it is a seller. But the most important thing, take a look again, and it shows and it proves my theory that every component, it goes from one level to another. I'll show you after that some charts of a British pound or a gold and everything, and I'll explain for you that this is correct levels and they do work. You can make a picture, you can see it, and you'll understand what it is. For the first picture, I want to show to you where they came from. So when I show you a real charts, you'll understand exactly where it came from. As you can see, you see the price goes up, and then basically, boom, you have a confirmation. Boom, you have a confirmation. So as you can see, levels are repeating itself. Now I want to show to you a real chart. Is going to be much easier. Right here, this is a Gerchik Company terminal, and all of these charts, and all of these lines have been drawn way before today. If you can take a look, 2 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, when we have our classes for levels, and we do have levels webinars, and we explained about pretty much every instrument. In this case, this is a GBP USD, British pound against the dollar. All of this was drawn before. We knew it right away that once the line is going to be broken, you see, that's how you identify. So as I told you before, and you cannot say I did not prove it to you, you see this is the first stop, obviously, and the first turnaround. So obviously this is a very strong level. As you can see right now, that the price, you see right there, repeat itself. It shows you exactly that the price hold the same price as before. This was a very important level, because from this level we changed the direction. And as you can see here, that's exactly what I drew to you. This is the false breakout with the 2 bars. What we have here, as you can see, after breakout, we did not have an impulse. Once we don't have an impulse, we know we're going down. And as you can see, this bar, take a look. The high of this bar, 133.752, right here. High for this bar, 133.718. 3 pips, only 3 pips separate from this high and this high. So you understand that this level did work out, and worked out extremely well. So we see as many times as we touch the same price, we know one thing for a fact, there is a strong level. As you can see, this level was repeated a few times. Once it basically broke down, I want to show it to you. Take a look. Low of this level, 128.654. High for this price. Take a look. 4 pips different, 128.60. Only 4 pips separate this level from this level. So everybody who trades Forex, you do understand, guys, that this is an extremely strong level. Take a look at what I have here. Big down day level right here. We try to go up. As you can see, we can't go. We have a false breakout, which is basically a confirmation of that level. We have another false breakout. That's when the price stopped first time. And as you can see, you see, once we broke the price, we are going higher. So what do we have right now? We have right now next level, which is, I'll draw it to you. You see? That's what's going to be next level, because as you can see, the price there, absolutely identical. Take a look. We'll see the close of this bar, 126.142. Take a look. Open one. Hold on. 126. Hold on. Open 126.155. Pretty much only a few pips separated. So this is the next level. That's how the market goes. It goes from level to level to level. Then the most important thing, I'll explain for you right now, and then we'll go back to details. The most important thing is the way you trade. If you trade false breakout, then you basically have to figure out what kind of false breakout you're going to trade. If you trade false breakout with a 1 bar, then you have to have and wait for the close down with the 1 bar. If you trade close breakout, like I showed to you in this picture, with the 2 bars, then you have to wait until 1 bar is going to close at one price, and then it has to open at the same price. I'll show it to you. I'll draw for you right now. Hold on just 1 second so you'll understand. So basically, the most important thing is the levels and how the price behave. So we're going to take a look one more picture and we'll understand what's going on. For example, this is the false breakout with the 2 bars that I showed you before. The most important thing is the bar, first bar, the breakout bar, has to close above the level. It shows, guys, come on, I'm a buyer, I'm buying it, buy with me. And the second most important thing, second bar, has to open higher and say, guys, take a look, we're very strong, let's buy with us. People bought it, everybody put the stops at the same price right here, and then price goes down. Here, the most important thing, nobody can guarantee it's going to be a very large move to the downside. But what you can see, if it was an impulse, if the price goes down, it means it's real, the price changed itself direction. But if the price is start to basically hanging in here, most likely this is not going to be a breakout. So what I'm going to show you right now, I'm going to show you again how the price behaves. So what do we have right now? As you can see, this is a real chart of a British pound and US dollar. And obviously it's a Gerchik company. So what do we have? We have a price of 123.4345. As soon as basically the price stays above in this level, we have all the opportunities and possibility to go higher to this level. Then as soon as basically we're going to be right by this level, then we have to figure it out and see how the price behaves itself right here. If basically we're going to stay below level, then we can go down to the downside. If we're going to break and stay above, we have all the chances to go right here to the upside. That's what I have. As you can take a look on our website at the gerchikandcompany.com, you'll see webinars where all of these lines was drawn before everything happened. You know, we're not doing it postponed. This all was done in advance. Take a look at the US dollar. US dollar, it's absolutely the same. As you can see, this is a scenario where I draw the level. Why this level? Because this is the lowest price. And as you can see, why is basically the price broke to the low side, it went straight down and straight down fast. You see, once basically it's holding above the level, we have all the opportunities. Now what we have? We have a price of the previous level, which was drawn, you see right here, because a lot of times the price did touch it. That's where it came from. Once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So as you can see, the most important thing right now is a 113.08. I'm sorry, 111.308. And that's what the price is. Right now, what we have, we're in a level between 1.1070, 1.113. So this in this level, the price is going to try to stick in order basically to get gasoline for the extra move. Right here, you can figure it out already, pretty much where we're going to trade and which direction we're going to go. And at this level, we're going to figure it out how and where we're going to go. That's the most important thing. Take a look again. I'll show it to you. It does not really matter what instruments you trade. Let's say oil. Take a look at the oil. All of these lines was drawn right before 2 or 3 weeks ago. As you can see, what we have right here, that's exactly what I just teach you. This is the false breakout with the 2 bars. This is the level which came. You see, it's a first resistance. You see, once the price went below this price, as you can see, all the time price was staying above, and right, boom, and the price stays below, as you can see right the way it's going down. So what do we have right now with the level between 46 and 44 right here? And that's what the price is going to basically walk. We call them walking price. Take a look how many times the price walk here between the levels. Every time before the price goes up or down, you have to see that it's going to go inside the level. And the most important thing, once basically the price walking between the price tags, between the levels, as you know, it's going to be a definite move. So the most important thing right now is to see where the price is going to stop. I usually don't trade in between for one simple reason. I don't know where to put a stop. But once basically the stock, I'm sorry, the price is towards the level, only in that case, I'm making sure that everything is fine here and I'm not going to get worried about. So I'm waiting for the ETA 44.40, ETA 46, pretty much 10. And then only then I'm going to figure it out which direction I'm going to go. So you can basically follow and see it for yourself. If the price is going to get here, we're going to have a false breakout and we can hold up to the upside. If the price is going to go below 44.40, then oil is going to collapse to the next level, which is right here. And I want to show you a few more, let's say gold. Gold has a very good example, and I'll show it to you why the gold is a good example. As you can see, the gold had a very strong levels. See, this is a very strong level, 12.49. It's a 12.49 in the Forex market. It's probably a little bit different in the futures market. So I want to show you that this was very strong level. As you can see, that's where the price came in. You see, I'm going to show you a very nice example. So from 12.50, somebody was acquiring a very large position. And people were waiting until the gold is going to go higher. You could figure out here that the price is going to go up for one simple reason. Let's see, you take a look. The reason why I show you everything in a pane, and I draw for myself and I draw it for you to understand that I'm not telling you after it happened. I'm telling you before. So I wrote it down for you. The most important thing is, you can see here, that's the price every time close above the level. No sellers. Everybody's trying to buy. Every dip is getting bought out. Every single dip is buying. Every single dip, somebody is buying and buying, and you have a very strong move to the upside. This is the next level, 1308. But that's not what I want to show you. I show you one very little secret. Take a look. You would not understand for now what it's all about, but I'll explain for you. This where basically the price came for, and I'm going to show it to you. Hold on just 1 second. Hold on. You see, there's a system out there which has a horizontal volumes, which basically have a drawing, and it shows to you that this is a level of volume. Right here, I'll show you again our terminal. I show you again our terminal, so you'll understand that it's exactly 1 for 1. Hold on, my friends. Take a look. Take a look at the picture. You see? Right here, low, that's what it is. Take a look. You see? Right here, see? And then it goes up straight. So what it is, there was a level of 12.52, the next level 12.79. And this is the level 13.10. Take a look. This was the price. It was the biggest volume out there. And I want to show you a little secret so you'll understand. Hold on 1 second. Take a look. Exactly 13.10, which was recorded in the previously picture, right? We hit exactly to that price. Just to prove something to you, my friends. Hold on 1 second. Take a look. All of these prices, all of this volume was created way before, you see, we started to moving on October 25th. That was on October 25th. We'll figure out there was a level 12.79, there was a level 12.52, and there was a big volume from 13.10. So the most important thing for you to understand, which concludes our webinar today, that we went exactly to that price, you see? And this is the price, 13.79. Take a look. We start the move right from 12.79, the one we had before. So what I want to show you, my dear friends, today, this is just the beginning of our relationship, like it says in a movie, and we show it to you that we don't know what we're talking about. The most important thing, get in our group in Facebook, get in our group in Instagram, sign up with the Gerchik Co. You're going to have a lot of free webinars. As you can see, we do provide our customers with everything we have. And you understand one thing, the company has been run by the people who understand everything about the trading, me. So what I want to tell you, I want to thank you very much. Goodbye, and it's been Alexander Gerchik. Become our customer or become our followers. Thank you, and all the best.